A very important step of WaterSmart landscape is mulch. And so it's important to think about your mulch choices. A lot of times when we're talking about mulch, the benefits of mulch include water retention, so it keeps that water from evaporating so quickly from the soil. It also helps reduce your weed competition, so it keeps those weeds under control. And a big thing in the heat of summer is it helps to moderate those soil temperatures. So when it's 105 degrees outside, that acts as kind of a blanket to maybe shelter that soil from getting so hot. So when you're thinking about mulch in the landscape, it's really important to consider the different types and what might work best for you. Now, generally what's recommended about or around landscape plants, I should say, is an organic mulch of some type. So we're talking a mulch that breaks down over time. And there's lots of benefits to this. One is that it helps to condition your soil. As it breaks down, it helps to improve that soil. It helps to create some easier growing conditions for that plant as far as improving your soil conditions. It also stays relatively cool, so you're not going to have the heat that you might have with some of your rock mulch and other types of choices there. And it does help to maybe look a little bit more natural. If you think about, you know, nature and the forest floor and things like that, you'll see a lot of leaves and things. It's organic mulch around landscape plants. Now, there are other choices out there. There's rock mulch, there's gravel, and so there's both here in this landscape. And if you choose a rock mulch, certainly want to choose something that's a little finer. Pea gravel directly on the soil surface would be recommended for a drought-tolerant landscape. If you're going much larger than that, you can tend to have some issues with it becoming a heat sink where it holds the heat during the heat of summer, and it just doesn't allow those roots, that soil, to cool down at night, which here in western part of Kansas we have that benefit where we have some cooler nights and things have a chance to recover. With a highly rocked landscape, you have a very hot condition there, and a very drought tolerance is reduced because you have more heat, more stress, more reflected heat back only onto the plants that you may have that around, but also onto your home and other parts of the landscape. So when you're thinking about mulch choices, mulch very much an important part of a WaterSmart landscape. Around any landscape plants, organic mulch that breaks down over time is going to be the best choice for a drought-tolerant landscape. If you have questions about WaterSmart landscaping or types of mulch to use, go to watersmarthays.com. Reporting for the City of Hays, I'm Holly Dickman, Water Conservation Specialist.